because I need to think about myself. I need to think about my well-being. I got to protect my heart and guard my heart. Um, I've been looking into how Christians deal with abusive sons, sons who are disrespectful, and every advice is to leave, to block them out of your life, to ghost them. The reason is they need to learn not to treat people disrespectfully. They need to realize that healthy boundaries are what's needed in this relationship. To be disrespected by your own child is one of the most painful things that a person can go through. And since the chat wants to be disrespectful, you're going to be turned off. So enjoy whatever you're doing because it's done. It's over. So I'm letting him go. I don't want to have to deal with this in my life. You know, as a believer in Jesus, it's very hard to deal with situations like this because you feel like you're obligated to your child, like you're spiritually obligated to your child. But what if your child disrespects you? What if your child dishonors you? You know, being a believer, you know it comes with a death curse. You know as a believer that it's one of the most egregious sins you can do is disrespecting your parents. And I realized that even though my parents were abusive, the things I said were disrespectful and dishonoring of them, and I should have been silent. But that's my lesson to learn. His lesson to learn is to not be selfish, to not be greedy, to not put people down to raise yourself up. Everything you think you have is going to be taken from you because of this. And it's very hard to say that as your mother, but it's true. I know how God works. And it may not come soon, it may come later in your life, but you're eventually going to have to pay for what you've done, for the pain you've caused, for the breaking of my mind, for causing me to having to let you go. I didn't want to leave you. But when someone shows who they are, you should believe them. When they're sneaky and lying and hiding things and causing trouble in other people's lives, believe them. You know, I didn't raise him to be a scumbag, but it's what he was influenced to be by these evil fucking people. They influenced my son to become a scumbag. You know, they think it's okay to disrespect your parents. They encourage it, which means that curse is put onto them as well, that my son is under. Because they are influencing a young man, a fragile mind, to disrespect their mother. Now, as parents, as adults, we should be not condoning that behavior. These people are. They think it's okay to completely disrespect your parents, to talk bad about them, to treat them like they never existed. They think it's okay. The problem with this, William, is you're going to have to pay for this sin. And it's one I never wanted to see you to go through. I didn't even see it coming. I didn't even see it coming. That's why I've been so torn up, because it came out of nowhere. Nowhere. But as a believer, I'm stepping away. I'm going to keep my peace. I'm going to take the higher ground. I don't want to throw curses at my son. I don't want to call him names. I don't want to hurt him. But he has a set in himself to hurt me. So I have to protect myself from him and his greediness and selfishness and the blood money he's received to be disrespectful to his parents. It's fucked up. It's fucked up that I'm disabled and going through horrible medical shit, horrible health, and I get treated like I'm a horrible person for being sick. I'm told I have to get better in order for him to be in my life. And the fact is, I'm not going to get better. As time goes on, I'm going to get worse and worse and worse. That's my prognosis. You know, you can't heal arthritis. There's no cure to osteoarthritis. So no, I'm probably never going to be able to walk properly. You know, I tried to even dance today and I almost fell flat on my face. He saw it.
I
almost fell today trying to dance.
I know, baby, yeah. I'm sorry.
Because I love to dance. I miss dancing. I miss being able to move. But I can't. I can't. And it was just a very simple move. But I couldn't do it. To be hurt so badly and then to be told I'm a liar about my health when I've been very transparent to him about my health, it's so cruel. It's so mean. And it's so untrue. Like, I'm disabled. I'm always going to be disabled. For the rest of my life, I'm going to be disabled. But I have to be 100% for him. You tell me if that's not cruel or not. Because to me, I find that very cruel. To tell your mother who is disabled, she needs to get up and walk like she used to in order to be in her life. Tell me how that's not cruel. When I can't. I need a walker to walk. And that's even laborly intensive because the pain is so damn bad to walk. Okay? Normal people, when they have osteoarthritis, it's only in one area of their body. Okay? Me, I didn't get that lucky chance. Okay? It's in both my ankles, both my knees, both my hips, and growing up my lower back through my tailbone. And then I got arthritis in my arms, my neck. There's nothing I can fucking do about it. Nothing. And there's no cure to it. Him saying I never got mental health treatment either, that's a bold-faced lie. That's a hell of a bold-faced lie. Maybe he didn't know. Maybe I didn't tell him, you know, I'm going to therapy today. I don't know. Or maybe he's lying. But he damn well knows I've gone to therapy. We have talked hours together about psychology. And what I've gone through. Hours. But I can't do this to myself. I spent the first half of my life being abused by my narcissistic mother, who tried to kill me several fucking times. William's never had that experience. Ever. I'm not going to do it with my son. Because I see the trademarks, the traits that my mother had with him. The arrogance, the pride, the greed, the bragging. It's disgusting. And it's definitely something I never taught him. I taught him to be respectful. I taught him to be honest. And he can't do any of that. So I'm going to have to put a strong boundary and a wall on him. And that's what these women, these older women who's gone through the same thing, are teaching me. The word detachment is one of my favorite words. Another word that's my favorite word that I've been learning is no. Saying no is so good. Because really, you're not obligated to anyone. Or any of their time or energy. And if their energy is going around and stealing your peace, stealing your joy, making you cry, making you break inside, that's a sign from God to let them go. As hard as it is, you have to let them go. Because you shouldn't tolerate disrespect from your child. Ever. You are obligated to teach your child to respect you as a believer. And if they don't want respect, well, then you can go. You can go explore the world and see how hard it is. Right now it's easy because you keep having people give you things because they're just trying to buy your favor and you're too fucking stupid to realize it. They're bribing you to believe stuff that isn't even true, if you even believe it. Frankly, the way how you acted, it was all sneaky. It was all manipulative. It was just evil. You coming to me saying your foster mom was being abusive to you, and she wasn't, and we had a conversation amongst each other, how you've been acting out in the house and tearing everyone up to the point where she wanted to kick you out. That's how disrespectful you've been. But you know what? You don't have much longer in that house. I guarantee it. The more you act this way with your cockiness, she will kick you out. Because she shouldn't have to deal with this shit either. She took you into her house to help me because she knows how sick I am. She took you into her house to raise you when I couldn't, and you disrespect her. Like you disrespect me and I gave you life. You are so ungrateful to the people who have done everything for you. You know how many sleepless nights I've had because of you? How many sleepless nights? How many times I had to sacrifice for you in so many different ways? And this is how you treat the people who come in your life, who are there in your life, who helped you survive. And this is the thanks you give us. Well, you have a short time in that foster home. And the more you do this to us, the more you're going to be disowned. Because you know what? People shouldn't tolerate disrespect. And they're not going to. And that's a lesson you're going to have to learn. Even though you're brash and cocky. But you know what? I know the Lord. I know the Lord. And pride cometh before the fall. Pride cometh before the fall. So get ready, boy. You're going to fall, and you're going to fall hard. And you're not going to have anyone there to support you. Because you did this to yourself by destroying the relationships that meant the most to you. All because you want to fit into some fucking evil crew that you know is evil. But you like their money, right? Ew. That's all I can say about your behavior. Ew. The son I raised would never act like this. Shame on you. Shame on you. Your sin is grievous, Will. It's grievous sin. Just like you're lying. But honor thy father and mother is higher on the totem pole in commandments. Just letting you know. Because it's a reflection of how you would treat God. So if you can disrespect me, you can disrespect God. Know that. So I suggest you repent to the Lord. But I'm going silent after this. Because someone with your attitude and behavior, you're not worth to be in my life. Your whole purpose is to hurt. So enjoy your blood money, because it's only going to last for just a little while. But you got a curse from God on your head. So have fun with that. Peace and Maranatha.